What a wonderful Wednesday for all of you spiritually enlightened folk to find us yet again here on the Tubes of You for our stirring renditions of the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles from the Disinformed podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
Courtney?
And we are elated to have you back.
I think.
It's always a question mark.
Just rage pushing through the intro here. Good. So as per usual, there is not much need for a preamble other than saying this is now the 11th chapter in this story. So if you are starting now, you are completely out of continuity and you will need to slide on back to the start if you want to figure out what the heck's going on here. But there is a helpful playlist down in the show notes that you can find below, and then just join us from the start and catch up as we proceed. And please stop pointing,
Michael, what was that?
I was like, oh, it's here. Oh, wait, no, I'm not inverted. It's here.
What are
I
you,
don't know.
Tenet?
Speaking of which,
Vanna White.
anywho, sorry, I'm not going to digress here. This isn't After Dark. Yes.
Yeah, we will do that next.
I'm a man out of time, much like the protagonist. So,
I'm so excited.
yes.
Anyway.
So we hope that you are enjoying the series thus far, because we are certainly having just a hootenanny of a time here, a rollicking riot every single wonderful Wednesday. And we're going to dive in here. But before we get started, there is a happy little preamble that John usually throws at the beginning of these episodes.
And how? Guys, girl, raise your hands if you are or have ever been a professional voice actor, meaning like you got paid because of your voice.
I've been paid to shut up.
You sure have,
If
Michael.
only.
Here's
only.
$5. Disconnect from the Zoom. Go see a Star Wars. Yeah, anywho, that's the preamble. That's the long and short of it. We're not voice actors. We do cold reads. Shane has experience doing this. He also has the best voice, a golden voice, if you will. And I would say the best at accents, I'd say Courtney's probably the second place. Michael's dead last, and I'm in third. And the thing is, I'm not trying to be good, and I beat Michael.
Oh, well, I'm just trash at accents.
Michael, I think we were on air when we said that Michael, his idea of an accent is just throwing on the Rick and Morty affectation to every character. So,
or going falsetto.
Or both.
At the
Heavens
same
forbid.
time. Oh, jeez.
What the? What?
I've never done that voice.
Thank God, no. You can keep that locked away.
All right, cool.
You can. Oh, daddy, that's not my daddy. That was terrifying.
I can make it worse, but I won't.
I don't doubt it. Okay.
Can we get into this, please?
Man, I hope so. I'm not sure you're going to want to by the time we get into this, just speaking from a little bit of the previous highlights. Okay. So here's a bit of catching up from our friendly neighborhood proud mother and proud housewife, I should say. Forgive me. Hello, friends. The writing class is going quite well. And I stayed after this time to talk to the teacher about my little story, which he has been so kind about helping me with. He has had lots of very helpful suggestions, and I truly think that I have been guided to this class by a purpose greater than my own. Okay. The divine hand reached out and said, proper punctuation. All right. Another thing that I have gotten many messages about, the Slytherins. People are saying that somehow this means I hate Catholics. Friends, I do not hate Catholics at all. All I wanted is for Catholics and everybody else to go to heaven and be happy with God. Do you want to know who truly hates Catholics? The so-called Catholic Church. Ironic, But you think about it. Why else would they lie to Catholics about salvation? And did you know their leader is a socialist?
Oh boy.
It seems like a certain someone didn't know much about the Bible or the Constitution. And what about there is only being one God and no others? So if any Catholics are reading this, I am asking you this in love. Consider which is more important, your so-called religion or the truth.
Someone put a little bit of spice in her coffee or tea.
Let me start by saying that this imbecile's views do not reflect the views of the Disinformed podcast.
We have come full circle. Did it feel good? Did it feel good to say it?
Not particularly.
Okay.
It mostly feels like there's bile bubbling up in the back of my throat.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure that the content coming forward, for the rest of the episodes is just going to be aces. Yeah. I'm
Yes.
sure everyone's going to act accordingly, and there's nothing eye rolly that's ever going to happen here.
Certainly not.
Her teacher has some strong opinions, and it's not just about the writing.
I think she just found out about polyamory.
I was this day old when I discovered that I can fit several things in my mouth at once.
This show's not made for kids.
Ooh-wee.
Because I know Michael loves it when I say that.
It's not made for kids.
It is not.
It does make kids, however.
Seal
is
of
what-
approval.
It's what we call mouth babies. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You're welcome. Okay. Is everyone ready for
Yes.
chapter
I'm ready.
11? Otherwise titled, Michael, I'll give you the subheading today. Please provide it.
A challenge.
Thank you. What great ceremony we're
job.
standing on. A challenge.
A challenge.
Oh my God, no.
okay, I promise. That was last time. I promise.
I don't choose you, Pikachu.
Yeah, I will choose a different mating signal. Thank you.
Ooh, super callback. Furthermore, bringing a little Satan to this episode. I like it. I like the cut of your jib, sir.
Just trying.
All right. Chapter 11. Harry, Hermione, Dean Thomas, and Ronald all walked solemnly back to the main campus. They could hardly believe what they had just read. Voldemort on their campus? What would they do if they ran into him? They quickly went to their dorms and got to sleep. The next morning, the four little ones sat together for breakfast. The spread today was truly delicious. Fluffy scrambled eggs, crispy bacon, home fries, grits, waffles, apples, orange juice, and iced tea, with a side of diabetes. Truly, the blessings today were abundant.
Still can't believe Voldemort has been seen on our own campus.
Harry whispered after swallowing a bite of bacon.
Neither can I.
Dean Thomas commented perceptively.
I'm scared.
Hermione muttered and fidgeted with her fork.
What if he tries to kill Harry?
It'll be fine.
Harry declared boldly, and then gave her hand a reassured squeeze, and then they both blushed.
What are the four of you gossiping about?
A voice said. It was smug, and it came from behind them.
Usually does.
It came from behind. Harry turned around and saw Draco standing beside. Harry turned around and saw Draco standing behind him. Draco's hands were folded and rested on his stomach. Behind him stood two other young men, dressed the same as Draco. Tan pants, brown sweater vests, and white button-up shirts.
We were just discussing something we read in the newspaper.
Harry said friendlily.
Would you like to join us?
Harry. Draco chortled pompously.
I think not. You may be comfortable dining with women outside of your family, but I'm not. I know that I'm better than women. Why would I want to talk to one?
Harry gritted his teeth. He had had enough of this. So-called feminists these days call everything sexist.
Jesus Christ.
A man respecting his woman and providing for her and giving her the children and home that she truly desires is called woman-hating.
Oh my God.
Such silliness can make us forget what real sexism looks like. The truth is, women are just as smart as men, and God made us as their equals. But equal does not mean the same. And when we treat men and women as being the same, and tell women to go to work all day and forget about her true calling as a wife and mother, then that is the real woman hating. And then there are people like Draco who think that God messed up and made women worse than men. And neither is okay.
That is a mean thing to say. And also, parenthetically, choose a side. That is a mean thing to say.
Harry screamed bravely, and he banged his fists on the table so hard that the places bounced.
Boop.
Mr. Snape looked over in their direction, and he saw the commotion that was going on at that moment. He was dressed very dapperly today in a freshly pressed dress shirt and practical pants that complemented his long, muscular legs perfectly. Above the top button of his shirt, a hint of the thick carpet underneath was visible. He carried with him a big, heavy King James version of the Bible, and he sauntered across the cafeteria.
What exactly is going on here?
That lead up, you got a freaking Grandma Gertrude. She describes like the Sex Panther who's just got a thatch of man hair. Just
What's the thing that that you drop it and then the momentum keeps going?
A pendulum.
No, but it has the balls in between.
Oh,
Newton's
a Newton's
cradle?
cradle.
Yeah, so she basically did everything except for do the Newton's cradle description of his balls bouncing in his pants as he walked.
I bet she imagined it.
that is not a child-friendly comment, Mr. John.
Well, the show is not made for children, Mr. Shane.
It's made for making children.
With big, thick carpets underneath.
And with long, muscular legs.
Whew. Whew, I
She
got a
is
case
not
of
ready to
vapors.
hear about tailors yet.
Whew.
In my Monopoly game, I have just bought Waterworks.
Spaloosh.
All right, let's try that again, Captain Cuckold. All right.
Fine. Do you want me to do an actual deep voice? 'Cause
No,
I
please.
will.
Yes, please do.
All right, fine. What exactly is going on
Are
here?
you kidding me? That's not.
Do you want me to do gravelly? What is going on here? I don't know what you want from me. You want what is going on here? I don't know what you want from me. I thought it was funny to subvert it, having this guy be really muscular with thick carpet, and I decided to be higher pitched.
You're like, oh, you want me to do an accent? My normal voice slightly louder.
I said I would do it deeper than almost falsetto is normal voice.
Michael, much
What
like
exactly? I don't know what you want from me.
Shane
Much
has a
like-
broken rib. You can't do this to him.
much like your bedroom forays, my friend, you can't go deeper. So you've got to find something more inventive.
We can do
What
it.
exactly is going on here?
That's better.
Perfect.
Okay, fine. All right. I will try and remember this and then re-record over these lines for the future.
It doesn't
one.
matter.
No one cares.
Fine.
Yeah.
What exactly is going on here?
Like Snape has had laryngectomy.
What exactly is going on here?
I have to keep touching my throat whenever I want to talk.
I got one of those cancer kazoos.
See,
I had a driver describe to me that like he called the I can't even remember what it's called. He
It's
called it a
good.
cancer kazoo, and I'm like that's all I
Tyler-
will remember it as.
Title of your sex tape. Let's go.
Cancer.
I think this is the biggest break in the material that we've had on any episode so far.
for good
All right,
reason.
All right,
All right.
fine. I'll do the cancer kazoo.
Give
for
me,
Snape.
give
I
me
don't
the
think
cancer
he's-
kazoo. I'm
right.
ready.
Yeah.
What exactly is going on here?
He questioned, folding his arms over his chest.
Nothing.
Draco muttered in the embarrassed voice of one who knows he has done wrong. But Harry boldly and honestly retorted,
Draco was being a bully to the ladies.
with a gasp, Greg covered his mouth with delicate, long fingers.
Who's Greg?
You know Greg. He lives down the hall. He's
You'll
a sweet
find
little
out
boy who
later.
loves his mama.
We'll find out who Greg is later. Sorry,
Yeah.
I think you were cut off. Can you repeat that line?
Yes, I can. He's a sweet little boy that loves his mama all the way to the neck. Sorry, wrong one. With a gasp, Greg covered his mouth with his delicate, long-fingered hands.
Detention, Draco. We as Christians must be respectful of women and treat them with the gentleness they deserve as our mothers and sisters and daughters.
You're not going to be able to keep that up, my friend.
I only did that because Snape is pretty much a non-entity after this.
Oh,
Nice.
good. Well, I won't have to describe his
Spoilers.
top
Yes.
thighs anymore. Mr. Snape grabbed Draco's wrist and led him out of the cafeteria. Harry smiled hollowly. I know it's supposed to be holily, but that's
No.
a dangerous word to dance around as well. Harry smiled holily at the sanctimonious fool. Draco shook his fist.
I'll get you for this, Potter. Tonight, after dinner in the courtyard, we will have a pray-off.
What wacky waving inflatable version of the West Side Story are we going to bring into this now? I love Jesus. Yeah, I love Jesus.
We're going to go out to the courtyard tonight, and we're going to pray the day away, or we're going to die trying.
I'm going to show you just how worthless women really are.
This is what I would never do to a woman. Bend over.
Gonna pray the pants right off her.
I'm going to give you,
Michael, that was a great impression.
I'm gonna give you the mouse babies. Well, friends and neighbors, thank you very much for enduring another Catholic hating installment.
Well, what's worse, their religion or the truth?
Yes. Okay. Well, Eddie, I'm done. I quit. Editorializing aside, this is a really informative story.
That was a sharp turn. What am I wrong? From last week?
I thought the Ebony installments of firing back at fans and readers was going to be as aggressive as it got, but this seems like a very reactive sort of bit of writing and prose.
The Pope is a socialist.
Big if true. Big if true.
Big if
Also,
true.
a very interesting band name.
I think I'm stealing Cancer Kazoo if I'm taking anything away from this episode.
The Pope is a socialist and the Cancer Kazoos.
I'd
Well,
listen to one song.
It will not be on tour with Gushing Grannies, I will tell you that much.
No.
Probably not.
Read your Bible, sirs. Well, friends, neighbors, bigly big folk, and QAnon lovers everywhere. On behalf of the Catholic Church, we appreciate you being here in support of this episode, and we hope that you continue to join us every wonderful Wednesday as we try to pray the grammar away. So, for the Disinformed podcast presents the Hogwarts School of Prayer in Miraculous.
Thank you.
I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
School isn't the same. I'm Courtney.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to all of you out there.